Hello, this is the One Episode Rule, a podcast about first impressions. I am Magpie. This is gonna be in the new year, but we're in the old year, but it's gonna be in the new year.
You're going to be listening to this in the future
It's
time.
gonna be like January 2nd.
You're going to know things that we wish we knew.
You're gonna know things you wish you never learned.
You're going to learn.
You're gonna
Anyhow.
learn. So yeah, how are you guys?
Hi. Yeah, hi, I'm Joey. I, I'm normal. I'm pretty okay. I did a little bit of anime watching this week in that I caught up
Oh,
with Dan.
you know what?
Oh,
First season complete.
I was on my anime list and I saw that you had it marked as complete, and I was going to mention
Nice.
that. And I totally forgot about it until right this moment.
Well, I mentioned it first. I win.
Uh, so doesn't it end at an interesting point? Like I don't want to get
It
like
is
too
an
into it,
interesting
but it's just
point.
like
Like, that's not really where I was expecting it to end, actually.
right?
But like, I'm not mad about it.
No,
It's fine. But
it's yeah.
yeah.
I didn't watch shit. I meant to watch more Beck, but I didn't watch any Beck.
Ah,
I was busy.
that'll happen.
Did I watch anything?
What's your name first?
Oh
You got
shit!
a name?
Hi, I'm Louis. What's up? How you doing? Have I watched anything? Let's see. No, I don't think so.
Probably not. Did you read any manga?
Holiday break
No.
from
Uh-oh.
from the weeb culture.
I have been doing research in gacha games which are anime influenced.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's close enough.
um I'm potentially trying to come up with designs for conventions, but that's neither here nor there. So, anyway, yes, no
Oh yeah, you're
anime.
like looking into doing some Zenless art, aren't you?
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm trying to get more familiar with the characters, but anyway, I
Mm-hmm.
could sit here and talk about this for like way too long, and it's not the point.
We can't get into this. I'm just going to derail this by just talking about which characters the internet wants to fuck.
Oh,
Um,
I'm also a furry, apparently. I have a persona now. I don't know.
Nice,
oh shit,
nice, nice,
Well, let me
nice.
rephrase. Oh, I just said I'm a furry on a podcast. Oh my god. Let me
Uh-oh.
rephrase. I definitely have a persona. I don't know about the furry thing.
you got it assigned.
Yes, my government persona has been assigned to me.
Yep.
Um,
Well,
so
but they
you
got
guys
to you.
want some? You guys want some news?
Yep.
Some news.
Sure.
The last news of the old year.
The last news of 2024.
Okay, I don't even have an article for this. I just have an image, and
Oh,
it,
Oh,
and it just says "Rent a Girlfriend" TV anime season 4 announced
I
all
saw
right.
that. I saw
2025.
that.
Anger.
That's
Just
fine.
It's really funny. You're just
staring.
so heated about this one.
How many girlfriend? I almost said how many
It,
girlfriends could he grant?
it was the first thing I saw, and I did my eyes just narrowed.
Wow.
This
It seems
motherfucker.
popular. Maybe I should check it out.
Um, Bad news. Apparently, War of the Rohirrim is like not as good as anybody wanted.
No.
And
Is it at least beautiful?
Warner Brothers is pulling it after like 14 days to
Oh my
theaters,
Like,
going straight
god.
to video digital, like home digital release.
Ah,
Some critics praised it
bummer.
for its animation, but overall, its runtime seems to be too much, and parts of it reek of cash grab.
mm,
Oh, yeah,
Especially its release and the fact that Warner Brothers was about to lose some rights to the Lord of the Rings. So,
well, alright.
real shame. Um, but we have good news because Mamoru Hosoda has announced that he's making another film, and it's going to be out in winter.
Nice.
nice.
Winter
This one is
2025, I suppose you mean.
yes. This is going to be called Scarlet, and appears to be a fantasy and romance and action.
Nice.
That's all we really know.
What
Also,
are
he said he's going to be taking a new approach to the film that and he aims to create an entirely new aesthetic that is neither 2D animation nor Hollywood style CGI. So I'm not sure where he's going
Oh.
with this.
Fascinating. All right.
Everything's
Pop
in
off,
infrared.
Queen.
Pop
Um,
off.
so yeah, that seems like it could be cool.
Mhm.
Anyway, Louis, you were excited. You had
Oh,
something.
hey, so you know, it's 2024 has been a year.
Hmm.
Yeah. What are we
We
ringing in 2025 with?
I think it would be interesting to say goodbye to 2024 and hello to 2025 with an old trend, but in a new form.
Okay.
I present Dragon Ball Daima.
Whoa.
Oh, this will be
You
my.
know,
This will probably be my first like real Dragon Ball episode. I think Brandon tried to show me one once.
this will definitely be my first Dragon Ball experience. I have very little Dragon Ball knowledge in general, so I'm
All
This
right,
actually
is gonna be
excited.
interesting.
all right. Well, let's see it then.
Let's drag in these.
Where are you going with this?
Where
Let's drag in these.
This time on Dragon Ball. That's it. That's the
Yeah,
joke.
that's.
I was
Yep.
gonna say she's dragging on my ball until I died on my ma. So
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well, can Vegeta be defeated? Find out next time on episode 368. Vegeta defeated. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, we have Dragon Ball. I thought this was going to be what they're doing with One Piece, where they're just like the whole first arc just reanimated, new company.
Mhm.
No, they don't even care. They're just like, hey, this is what Dragon Ball was about. Watch these dipshits watch the entirety of the Buu saga
Oh my god.
on
That
little monitors.
okay, I have well, we can get back to that because I have things to say, but like
Hmm.
we want to have like a little summary, little breakdown of this
Um,
episode.
yeah. I'm open. I'm getting a hold of the my anime so that I can remember everybody's names and shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
you mean you don't know all of their names?
I don't know them
Wow.
by heart. No.
You don't know Piccolo and
You don't know
I,
our good
I
friend
I know
Krillin
Trunks.
I know all of the vegetable ones, but
and Krillin and Yamcha.
yeah, Yamcha's gonna appear here.
Mhm.
So so yeah, this is basically we have comedy villain duo, which I always love to see. We have Bulk and Skull here hatching a plan because they're watching play out on their monitors in like the demon realm. And also the show makes a good first impression because it does lean into some things that were always good about Dragon Ball, which is, hey, drop us in on a weird location.
Yeah, I
Hey,
liked it.
this location is weird. It looks like a Molchat Doma album cover. It's in
I
the
I
demon
appre-
world.
I also thought that the art style was
Hmm.
pretty decent in
It's solid.
this.
Um,
Mhm.
it feels like the Dragon Ball art style, uh, with the edges sanded off, and also a little closer to what Toriyama used to do. Because sometimes the show got like very angular.
Mhm.
Um, but uh, but yeah. So these two dipshits are watching what happened in what I am reliably informed is the Boo saga.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, they're just like, oh shit. One of the guys we know from the demon world went up there, and holy shit, he ensorcelled the Demon King. Holy fuck, what are they gonna do?
This
And they,
this
You
this
cookified him?
fucking moment was very funny because they were just like, "Oh my god, this Demon King is so powerful and cool," and then Boo just fucking
who
walks up
eats
to him,
him?
turns him into a fucking cookie in like 2 seconds flat, and
Eats
devours
him.
him, and he's fucking gone. There goes their fucking King, turned
I,
into a fucking cookie and eated.
I'm I don't know that much about Dragon Ball in general, but I have always been a casual Boo enjoyer because he's ridiculous.
We were talking
Um,
about Boo just the other day,
Yeah,
we were
actually.
talking about Boo the other day, yeah.
So I saw him and I was like, I know this man.
And we should describe this. One of these guys is some kind of elf. That's fine, but the main guy, the leader, is this horrible little shit. This little
He's like
jester bastard.
he's like
With his
if like a
scepter.
Kingdom Hearts Heartless were just like a little more Dragon Ballified.
He looks like Jack Frost from SMT,
He's like almost like a
but with a
Pokemon
face.
somehow.
He's Pokemon adjacent.
He's
He's like the Wario version of Nights into Dreams.
yeah,
Um,
he's unusual.
I like him. I think he's funny.
He's a fucked up little guy.
He's a fucked up little man. And yeah, they watch this whole saga and like what happens in the Boo saga happens, and they go, oh shit, they brought back Boo. That's so fucking scary.
Oh,
And it's
that's
just
no
like,
good.
well,
Uh-oh.
oh well, King Daima's gonna fight him. Oh fuck, he turned him into a cookie and ate him. It's just like, oh hey,
Made me laugh really hard.
who are these strange humans that can fly and do magic without being from the demon world? Holy shit. They're so powerful. And then
They have
and
round
then
ears. Interesting.
and they're just like, holy shit, Boo ate our boss. Holy shit, Boo killed
Boo killed his own master.
Boo killed
This
his own
fucked
master.
up little fish guy.
This little weird little camel
so
man.
wild.
Um, wait, that just makes me king, doesn't it?
It's like, now, I shouldn't be celebrating yet.
Should be celebrating yet. And
Let's keep watching.
and then Elf Guy's sister comes out to gaslight them both. Very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, she comes out to just be like, oh, congratulations, new king. And she's like, surely you'll continue the funding for my projects. And he's just like, I don't know about that. And he's just like, oh, but you have to be careful. What if such powerful people who defeated Boo came to the demon world? And
Wouldn't that be scary?
And the elf guy's just like, don't pay her any mind. And the little guy is Goma, I believe his name.
Goma, yeah.
The little guy Goma is just like, shit, what if they do that? And they witnessed during this the accumulation of the Dragon Balls on Earth because what the fuck else is the show about?
Yeah, and he's like, hey, we have those, but they're
we-
bigger.
We have those, but they're fucking huge and they're guarded by super powerful assholes who I hate and I don't want to fight.
Yeah.
So they're just like, you know what? We can ensure our security with a cunning plan. We'll go to Earth and collect their Dragon Balls and make a wish. Because we learned the password, we learned the incantation to summon Shenron, the big fuck off dragon who doesn't seem to give a fuck about anything and will grant wishes.
He'll just grant wishes. This is a chaos creature.
He's a chaotic entity. But yeah, we'll go there and we'll make them all babies. Well, what? We'll make them all babies. What?
He's
and
like,
it's the sister who had already left. And they're like,
yeah, because they're just like, well, you can't just go and wish for them to just keel over. That's an evil wish. He won't do an evil wish for you. But it's funny because he said, I'm not going to do an evil wish, but my second wish, I will have the evil third eye.
Is to get the evil third eye, the crown of demon kind that grants you unlimited power. And my third wish in the elf guys is like, can I have a wish? And it's like, I don't know, maybe.
I'll think about it.
I'll be considering my coronation party. Anyway, let's put this into action. Just like, let's go drag that shitty old Namek back, because apparently the green guys that Piccolo came from the demon realm originally. Let's get that shitty old Namek. He knows everything about Dragon Balls, and we'll go to the outside world. This is fun. Well, and I think there's a little scene where they're having dinner. Like the main gang that everybody knows is having dinner because it's like Trunks' birthday.
He's 9.
They do some bits. They talk about Boo. Boo's there because the end of Boo Saga.
Apparently he just one of his dragon wishes was, hey, can Boo be here and also a good guy now.
Can we just make sure that Boo is cool? Just make Boo cool. And I don't know why
Dragon's
they
like,
don't.
sure, why
I don't know
not?
why they don't continue to do this in the series when presented with a villain.
True.
It's just like, hey, can you make King Cooler cool?
Hey, can
you make him
can
not
that
such an
guy be our
asshole?
friend now?
He doesn't even have to be our friend, just not such an asshole.
I need you all to know that this scene was the first time that I've ever heard what Goku sounds like, and I wasn't ready.
Goku sounds so small. I don't know if
He
Goku's voice actor
Oh,
is the
you've never
same.
heard Goku before?
never heard Goku before,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
just what
wasn't
Goku sounds
prepared.
like.
I've heard
That's just
English
Goku.
language
Goku sounds
but-
kind of like he sounds kind of like this.
He just sounds like this. He
he
just
just sounds like this.
Goku's got a weird case of like Mike Tyson voice, but
he's like that one football player, Patrick Mahomes, I think.
yeah. But yeah, they do that. Goku is eaten to the point where his belly is distended because Saiyans are freaks of nature.
Yep.
And then
large and
immediately it's just
round.
like, hey, Vegeta, want to fight? And Vegeta's just like, very well.
Okay.
Of course I want to fight. Are you
And they go fight in
kidding?
the sky with laser beams.
Yeah, they go fight in the sky. This takes up a couple of minutes, and I look at it and I'm just like, it's visually pleasing, I guess. They're having a good time. The
They're having
boys
fun.
are roughhousing after Thanksgiving dinner.
True.
But yeah, so we cut back to Team Demon, and they are doing the best thing I think about Toriyama's shit was that he wasn't afraid to make the mechanisms for things just weird.
Yeah.
He's just like, nah, fuck it. It doesn't have to be like impressive. It's just odd. It's just fucking strange. So
It has to be fun.
So how do they get out of the demon world? Well, they get in a space taxi and they fly up to a huge fucking fish that flies around in the demon sky, and he just says, "What's the pin number?"
Yeah, we need to also emphasize that their demon taxi is like orb, is an orb ball.
It's like a disc. Like a disc turned on its edge, and they're all crammed in there. And the old man is like really smelly, apparently.
They're like, "Oh God, you stink so bad."
He walks really slow. He's like he's like 10,000 years old or something. So yeah, they enter the fish. They do some very strange interdimensional travel in which they have to go into the fish and go into a portal and talk to a bunch of much smaller fishes and learn the fact that somebody has already gone this way before. The elf boy's sister has already gone ahead of them. They're just like, oh shit, what is she plotting? And then we cut to, unfortunately, we must cut to Mr. Popo.
Oh God, he's here.
Because Mr. Popo is here, and sometimes they make Mr. Popo blue to make it less freaky. They did
didn't
not do
this
that
time. They didn't do it.
He is a void.
Yeah.
He is ink black.
Woof.
He does have very prominent pointed ears, so I guess that sort of lessens the effect. But good lord, you guys gotta quit doing that,
y'all.
But yeah, him and a young Namekian are standing there. They're just like, wow, Vegeta's having a great fucking time over there, beating the snot out of Goku. You think we should join them? It's just like, no, we can't leave. Like, we got to keep an eye out in case something happens. And then a fucking demon taxi teleports in above them, and when something happens.
This is pretty funny. All right.
It's pretty funny. These guys land, and they immediately get out, and they're just like, where are your Dragon Balls, boy?
He's just like, huh?
He's just like, what? He's just like, gather them now. He's just like, I can't do that. And the old man gets out, and he's just like, oh, hey, look, another Namek. I didn't know my species was still alive. And he's,
they're like, old man, get us the Dragon Balls.
He's just like, get us the Dragon Balls. And he's like, what? And he's just like, gather them, and I'll put another 1,000 years on your life. And he's like, well, okay. This is after they outright refused to gather them for him, and also didn't think it was possible. And he just goes over and he's just like, okay, so let me just put out my hands, and oh, they already turned into rocks. Somebody must have used them recently. This will make it a little more difficult, but I'll just And he just sends out beams that just arc off the floating island they're on and drop down everywhere and pull up these rocks.
Yeah, you just see them
All in
like
7
exploding
rocks.
out of like the sand in
The
the
jungle
desert.
and the
There's one
sand.
in the like bottom of the ocean.
And he just pulls them all into one place. Quest over.
That's it.
And they're sitting there and they're just like, oh yeah, each Nissan 7. Okay, yeah, that's
Yep.
all of them.
That's all
And
of
it's
them.
just like, you can make these recharge faster. He's just like, oh yeah, of course. And he just waves his hand over them a little bit, and they just turn into the ones you're familiar with.
Yeah, with the stars on
Meanwhile,
them.
the other two are just like, what the fuck?
You're like,
It takes
that's not
entire arcs
possible.
to find that shit. And he's just like, well, no matter what you do to me, I'll die before I tell you the password. And he's just like, we just watched you on videotape. We already know what it is.
It's like, what?
Ah, shit.
He tries to punch him, but they just karate chop him, and he
Yeah, because the guy just says, rise, Shenron, and grant my wish.
yeah.
And chops him. Mr. Popo tries to intervene and then stops immediately.
He says,
He just
do you
cowards
want
out.
some juice?
Dude's like, do we have a problem? He's just like, you want some juice?
Like, nah.
No.
It's
And
like,
then
okay.
they have an annoying conversation with Shenron, which is pretty funny.
Actually,
While
this was one of the best parts of the
everybody at the
episode.
party is just like, hey, yo, why is it dark?
It's like, are they summoning Shenron? That couldn't be
That shouldn't
possible.
be
Is
possible.
there an
There
eclipse? I didn't
shouldn't
read
be an
anything about
eclipse.
it. What's going
Where's
on?
Gohan, by the way? It's just like, oh, he didn't come to the party. He's studying. um, so yeah, they talk to Shenron, and it's just like, here's my wish: turn everybody who fought Majin Buu, and all of their friends into children. And Shenron's just like, what do you mean by children?
How old do you want these children to be? Can you be more
I don't.
specific?
I don't know, like first graders, and the fact that King Goma of the Demon Realm
That's
knows
what
what
a
a first
first grader
grader
is.
is.
So funny.
And
then
because he
the
doesn't come up
dragon.
with an age, he comes up with a school year.
I know, we could have just said, make them all 5 years
Make
old.
them all 8, but and he's just like, well, what about the ones that are already children? He's just like, I don't know, turn them into babies. And he's just like, yeah, Wakata.
Okay.
Very well. And he does it. And you get treated to a great scene of everybody at the party is just like, oh shit. And you see Trunks realize that he is receding from the world. He's going to be a baby. um,
Oh
which is
no.
a kind of unique existential horror that I didn't
Scary,
know.
really scary. Is he gonna still have his adult, like his 9-year-old person memories?
This is a very good question. But
Gotta watch.
yeah, the
Gotta watch more.
show ends on Vegeta and Goku becoming fucking first graders while they're doing a fight in the sky.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know if
pretty
we've ever
funny.
seen baby Vegeta before. Baby Goku was a thing for a long time.
That's true. He did do that in the show, as far as I'm aware.
Dragon Ball was all about Kid Goku, but Kid Vegeta, I don't know if has ever been examined.
Well,
It sounds like he could be nightmarish.
mm-hmm. He
And then
doesn't
Anyway,
it
cheater.
cuts
He
to
doesn't
a fucking
share.
Zed song, which I thought was wild.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
the EDM artist Zed.
So that is the rundown. What do we think about
That's
this?
okay. So, thoughts. My immediate first thought was I was low key annoyed that the first third of this show was essentially like a clip show.
Mm-hmm.
It was a
Um,
recap.
I listen. It.
This shit that happened 20 years ago, 30
I
years ago,
listen.
40 years ago,
Listen.
maybe.
Listen. 40 years
10
ago. Do you
10,000 years
feel
ago.
old yet? The thing is that it felt like I was being treated like an idiot, and I don't like
This
when an
show's
anime
also
does
for
that.
children.
I get it, but I feel
Uh,
like there was better ways to do this, or it could have been a shorter recap.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree because I feel like I didn't fucking know anything about this. And watching I did like the framing of the device of watching these two fucking idiots react to it, like react to YouTube content.
Oh my god.
Like, that's the other thing is some of that humor was not landing for me at all.
just, just these idiots going, "Oh my god,
Oh my god!
he
Like,
he, he ate the Demon King, and
there
next
was
he's gonna
definitely
eat me."
there was there was definitely humor in this that was landing.
Mhm.
A lot of the clip show part, it just wasn't it. So basically, for the first third of this episode, I was just sitting here, just bored with my chin on my hand, like, can this be over now? I
I
don't.
don't I don't know. I feel like without it, I would have no fucking idea what they were on about.
I
Yeah.
still think that they could have done it much quicker,
Um,
at the very least.
this first episode was like a half an hour instead of the typical 22 minutes,
Yeah, a
um,
little longer than
which is
usual.
a very strange time for a
Um,
for an episode.
but after that, once they got into doing their like actual like intrigue shit, that was when it looped back around to being more enjoyable to me. Like I fucking loved the evil sister just coming
Mhm.
in and they
Doing
were
her fucking
so
Ojo Sama laugh.
she did it, she did and I was
More
like,
people need to
yes,
laugh like that.
yes, the world has gone downhill because we don't have people doing the Ojo laugh anymore.
I try and do an Ojo laugh every now and then, but it's not the same coming from me.
No.
No, you probably
Um
just sound like Santa.
Ho, ho, ho.
um
Or
I
Ganon, one of the
I
two.
loved her. I loved the bit of just them all just being dummies at the party.
Mhm.
That was fun. I loved the conversation with Shenron where he's just like, "You're gonna have to be more
It's just
specific."
like, "Hey, man, you gotta be more specific about
That
these
was
things." Like, that's
fun.
the rules.
Oh, here's my other thing that I wish had happened. This is just
You wish?
my no. um, I wish that they hadn't said that what their evil plan was. I wish that they would have been just been like, "Yeah, I have the perfect plan. Rubs my little hands together. Let's go
Mm.
get them." And then have the end of the episode be the reveal of that we're turning them all into babies. Personally, I
That's
thought
a
it would
good
have
one.
been
That's a good
like
one, but having the elf woman know what the plan is might be necessary for the plot later.
maybe
And she did go ahead of them.
she did go ahead of them. I feel like we. I feel like there might have been a different way to do that, but I don't actually know. I guess that's something to watch and find out about.
I guess
We also
we'll
have
have to
like
watch.
we didn't mention it, but there's like a blue lad in there.
Yeah,
There was
yeah,
like
the
a
elf
blue
boy.
lad hiding behind a
Oh,
pillar.
he's another elf boy, yeah, who was watching this whole thing turn down, and then he didn't do anything else for the whole
But
episode.
then he's like that's what if you watch after the credits, um he is the guy that is there.
I didn't watch it. So,
Well, if you watched after the credits, it showed another picture of the blue lad,
the boy.
the boy. Um
So yeah. Uh,
Sorry, I've been
I
rambling for a hot minute here.
I found the animation on this to be smooth. Found it to be more pleasant than a lot of Dragon Ball that I've seen.
Yeah,
I've
I
said
actually
before
like.
that Dragon Ball can be quite angular. Um,
I liked looking at these characters. They were nice to see. They
uh,
did good
I'm
shading and
looking at
highlights.
I'm looking at some of the key art, and it features Goku riding some sort of pterodon.
Nice. Yeah,
Uh,
I did see that actually.
we're back to riding dinosaurs, which is
Hell
always
yeah. Let's
great.
fucking go. We're so fucking back.
We're so fucking back, gang. Maybe they'll put a weird little car.
Please.
yeah,
We've already had a weird little orb. Let's have a weird
yeah,
little car.
maybe a weird little boat.
Or a weird little boat.
um, the voice acting was fine. I didn't know Goku sounded exactly like that. I knew Goku was voiced by an elderly woman for
Yeah.
a long time,
I think
but I didn't know
this
didn't
might
know
be the
his
same
voice was
woman
that
still
small.
voicing him.
I thought she was done. I thought she was finished with that.
Nah, maybe. There's still it might be a different elderly woman, but I did see what appeared to be a lady in the credits of on my anime list. So
I'm looking.
I don't know if it might be a different lady.
I'm
But
looking.
she also voices Gohan in this. Goku and Gohan. Got
Okay, now this is the long-running actress.
Okay.
I went back as far as Dragon Ball GT, and she's doing it. So
nice.
All
right.
Masako Nozawa.
Wow, what a legend. So
yeah.
How about you, Louis? What'd you think of this?
I mean, I liked it, but I like Dragon Ball, so.
I was about to say, you have more familiarity with Dragon Ball.
Yeah, how much of Dragon Ball have you watched before?
I mean, I've read the entirety of Dragon Ball.
All right.
Granted, it's been like, I don't know, 18 years, 19 years.
Yeah.
Maybe not that much. Maybe more like 15 or 16. But still, it was fun. I think that the Boo stuff was necessary because like me, friends like me, like who are just tuning in, and I'm like, yeah, I know what happens, but not everyone's gonna wanna. I don't know.
I mean, like, I went in not knowing anything about Boo, but
yeah, no, that's fair. I get what you mean about it being too
that
long.
they made Boo cool.
I wouldn't have minded it as long if, like, I think I wouldn't have minded as if it was shorter, quicker, something.
Frankly, I'm not. I was expecting them to also go through like the Saiyan arc, and then the Vegeta arc, and then the Cell arc, and then
you're just like, all right, we're gonna have all of them.
That was a point that I was going to bring up against JoJo, which is
like they could have done it all.
At least they only did the relevant one.
Sure.
I think I don't know if this is considered canon or if this is just an alternate thing, but because like GT isn't canon, and GT is after the Boo arc, and then Super is after the Boo arc, but it's like later down the line. So I think this might just be like in between. Spin-off. Yeah, I think this might be in between Z and Super if it's supposed to be canon, or if it's just like an alternate branch. Then I don't know.
Man, the way this franchise is fucking managed is insane.
I like comic books.
How could you have an entire series like GT that aired in the 90s for presumably at least 25 to 100 episodes be not canon?
Listen again, I'm a comics fan. I'm used to like issues upon issues of stuff being like
to me, it's canon if you like that universe.
So yeah, the main question is would you watch more of this? And my answer is I don't know, maybe if I had something to drink.
You know, I think I'm intrigued enough. I actually do want to see at least another episode of this.
Dragon Ball's flavor isn't necessarily my thing, especially the sort of things that I saw from Z. And where basically episodes were just evolved into what we saw with the Vegeta sparring match. Being the whole episode.
Right.
But seeing these two fucking knuckleheads do schemes is fun, especially whenever they're not like super powerful villains. They're just scheming bastards. I love a pair of fucking knuckleheads.
Yeah, this is true.
They are like Sailor Moon tier villains. So yeah, I might watch some more if I had a companion to watch it with and maybe a stiff drink. This is a real beer and pretzels anime.
I would watch more of this. No drinks necessary. But anyhow,
yes, I would watch more.
Yep. It's a 3 for 3, baby.
Yeah, so yeah, if you'd like to weigh in on which one of the podcast hosts is most powerful and which one could beat Superman, you can do so at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That is one the word, not the number. Hey, it's me, by the way. I would do that. You could tell us.
Goku.
It's me, Goku.
Oh God, he's here.
Knock, knock, knock. Hey,
quick, Joey, get the helium.
No. We are on Twitter and Blue Sky at One Episode Cast. You can send us your 3 wishes. We will not grant them.
We can rank us on which one is most kissable.
Whoa!
Don't actually. I don't consent to this.
Whoa!
Okay.
I consent. Isn't there
you
you
two girlies can fight over it.
I saw the other day. I saw somebody starting the perennial troll thing again, which is power scaling characters against each other. Falls apart completely when you bring Sailor Moon into it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because she will just win handily every time.
They were just like,
guys, we gotta go.
I see people like reaching for more and more obscure powers their guy has, and this just failing in the face of
Sailor Moon has done it again.
We gotta go.
Sailor Moon's here. Knock, 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 knock. It's
me.
Yeah,
you can't make me leave my own podcast.
I want to leave so I can get my food.
But yeah. Good night. Hope it's a good new year for everyone. I was gonna do a thing about resolutions, but I guess fuck that. Good night.